Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mbadi ngol kabiri ngali konto ngali bismillah kibaro network kalnal badi malem pamani nga kibaro tombon kabondi mobulu ka fume ko chairman Yankuba Darboe atelbe diamu kanga ning diaspora Gambian diaspora mu yalon ka ni wolle diamu ta birkama council mako ro mu yalon ko moli e bulo tili wolla ya council ke mako development mu yalon ko nyaabe tilindi wolla chairman Yankuba Darboe a continue be sataro ke kan kibaro mu yalon ka woledi ilo nya do ko mu yalon ko ye wole fanondi pour ka ajibe be multa la nyamina ka do ko ke hakilima ya mu yalon ko ye wole yele ka do ko facility el ka jibe be ko kala nyamina anin fanan be mulla jol la fala nyamina so that isa kata ka funding kel ke attract do ko nyin kono wala ke sabanan pour ye dun do ko nyin kono abe diamu kanko mo kuletu mu yalon ko ku kende balen anum fanan moli nyanta tilina wolale anum fanan ate anala moli be loading pour ko do ko nyineke wo kola Yankuba continue tabe sataro ke kan niaje ako mbalito mu yalon ko abika faino wala kodol mu yalon ko le bije ko motol mu yalon ko wolle ka faydol beje wol panatale sain tembeng anum fanan dolbe je ma access soto woto o activity nyin kata nyamina ay wo fanan sata kibaro kono albo fanan moyla menanga do wo kibaro nyine kono ka itanda lallam Yankuba le kumol mul yalon kay wolle fo anum fanan abe loading wo do ko nyine la nimbo ton si fanan dro ke kumol mul yalon fanan wol moyabul tentroni ngero bale atel mul kala moyal nal badi ma pamane ala baraka ba ci Allah la moy ko nyimala
Kansulie mol employ on waste management until we are tied by the government grade system. So government grade system we have ni be tala first time ibe jola grade 3 lela upward. Ni tada grade 3 la salary jibe o mangani 2-3,000 C. Ni tax bonde woro, it means you are paying them only 2,000 or maybe 2,500 in a month. So what doesn't attract people into the field? So minkana problem with the council is recruitment in the first place. So Niko be selling the labor, but this is a laborer job. You cannot pay laborer at 15,000 a month because woman director salary let. So you see the problem we have, or head of management salary level. So then you have those kind of problems. But need that are true private, you can literally give them a salary of even 20,000 if you want, or 30,000, and you will be able to attract more people into the field. And then one more people, or if you give them even a bonus saying that, Nalka 300,000 vena in a month, I'll give you a bonus of another 10,000 or 25,000 a month. That will motivate them. Then the productivity will be a lot more higher. Whereas we as a council, we are constrained, we cannot do that. And when we work at a problem, we will still face those problems. Nenga motol soto will have problem with manpower because more bavalako nyindo ko mu fenne de mialonko mo jamala ka jutala bayri ni ba kay bafula la manke amantara fenke kam folle borajo. But if the pay is good enough, then everybody, our youths, everybody will get involved. But the pay will become competitive in private entrepreneurship duntaje. It will help a lot. So we have as an opportunity puruka aitandala, and then you can also see how best you can tap into it as well, because it's a very big opportunity. If you enter into it, the return is very good. The problem is motobal panda. Jamabala motobal panda. Do be 3 months. Na benda kuno akonyeng mbe pompinyo la nenga pompu it's a problem. So saying it's taking them almost 3 months pour pomponyo so the kala motobanyim falling, and that has cost them a lot. So near motobasha to mialonko, the parts are readily available, or you are able to isala parts of the nolokakin, and that helps a lot. But in doing so also, you are helping us in making so that we are able to provide that rubbish collection or waste collection in the region, which is very, very helpful, because minkake nin tolma provide mulka falsare tiel jo warang push tiol warang some other nyin tricycle tiol welcoming near collect because West Coast bela dumping side mo tambanalt. So tambana ning molia collect from let's say Olyundum or Bijilo or Brusubi area. Tambana ka jam fa baake fele. So egamenge ikatale dulaji bedrom mi alonko is empty landro ya dom jeta. So this is a big challenge for us. And then believe tako ning capacity sort and we are able to collect through counseling our private partners, then ibajala wo will be mitigated a lot, more reduced a lot. Yeah, so that is the second part. It's a business opportunity for you. Third one, so that too we see it as another opportunity. Me alonko we can sell it to you, or we can inform you in you also can see how best you will enter into it. Because ngaminje wolam nyendigo, nen council kabe Marcel Lola from Nafankonye, it takes a lot of our money. So but ning tata, because Marcel low moment wolam nyendigo, there is a good return there. Because ibajala ninga near Marcel ninga design soto, and then we partition it into bitikol. Ibajala se bitikol sanole. Ite bitiko nyina cost moment neo for it so journal that bitco become yours, and then you can build it, and we can have a lease period for maybe 25 years or 30 years. That bitco you rent it out, and then you collect the rent from it. But in tolla sulo moment we have a very nice market built. But if through everyone a contribution in buying a stall in there, enough revenue, capital revenue sort of that is one way of we see mimbe mol because the return will always be guaranteed. But if I ning silomu is a council fanko means that we can divert that into siladedar because silo is a major challenge. So if we are able to do most of the secondary roads, it makes it a lot more easy. Puru mol la tanina and is samako no njul minukaluka mol badan. So ibajala with the markets, say, na broader soul in Fenkano, invite no or attract no, Alika invest in that one, and then you get a return. And it's the return will always be there. Because sometimes, you want to build a store, bitiko there, but niman trasila bakang, it's always a big problem for a business will attract. But this one will be in the heart of a market, and then a market new moment the so for example, if we are given a market a quotation purka Marcelo, let's say a mall, and then a quotation of the council will provide the land, a quotation of the, let's say the quotation is for 500 million. That 500 million, we have to then look at how many bitikul levesotonology or spaces all member terraji. Then no space in divide, and we try and then partition into that 500. Ibajala maybe bitiku bitiki member taraje could be about $500,000. Then we can try and sell that. The more people invest in that, the more revenues are like all more nyinderano, and then many investment they can own those tolls for at least 25 years or 30 years. By like could invest in the 500,000, they should be able to get that in a matter of 2 years or 3 years, and then continue to make profit for a long period. So this is another way of crowdfunding in also achieving development. So we are thinking out of the box here. We cannot be able to get development from the council revenue dama. Molla namo mindoron kana odama development okana because no namo nataka dung ku jamalato. So we said if we ninga nyindonke, it will attract investment from namolu menu diaspora many alonko is a assemble belano if an say investment no and they get another return. And nyindom fanam safe investment only because one of the other problem mol communities that wolem nyindigo eka bono jama soto near investment in Gambia. Isa the family member la kodo etinya. Isa the friend ola kodo etinya. But this one, it is a guaranteed one by the council, and in the future you can never incur losses in this one. So one other project led. The third project we also, we call it council housing. So this is public housing. Council we want to start with it. We have a budget to create for about 20 million for it this year. So la famille na wala mu ka land sang nga build let's say a story building it has different apartments, but these apartments now we will give it out on an affordable price. So mbadila on a price as a family demand, because if a family jijang is a big family, and then they live in a very small inadequate accommodation. And then what used to happen is council sol ka budget rokele, and then we will budget for everything. Hani party luka budget janne, and dongol ka budget, all kind of thing ka budget, but in a budget roje. This is something strange about Africa. Africa ka budget in kele, and they never budget to build a house. You know, but nita rajibe number one problem o minka molu bondi Africa kata sako funding ke menu ke motivate to go through the back way is that ka vole mvanan la fitale nindata nga bumbeto lo na family. You see what I mean? But we think that if as a council we start on that project nga datika bungullo that now makes that what problem onying about solve for a lot of family, but also at an affordable price. So we start building houses mini alonko. It caters for 3, 4, 5 bedrooms for families of Gambian standard. And then you give them at an affordable price, mi alonko, they can be able to afford it without it being a real big headache for them. So, and then they can also live in a dignified life as well. Me alonko, it wouldn't be everyday problem with landlord and all these things. So this is another thing, me alonko, we want to start it first as a council and see how it will work. If it works well, then because council budget 20 million is not enough to build enough houses. House demand, we are having a big house demand for if you are a low income honesty, and you want to rent a house, it's very, very challenging. It's when almost karo anywhere me alonko, it is a wole jono. Yebungo bunja is above the price is a minjono. So the families are having a lot of challenges of that. But we want to start this one this year and then see how it goes. If it goes well, what we want to do is, we want maybe next year, we can sell the idea, and then we can get contractors. We can provide the land, and then you can be invited to invest in our bill, and then it become a shared ownership where it's a Tarano, Europe, and then at the end of the year, we can tell you what profit is made, and we send your share to whichever account you want, and then you become a part owner of that project. In doing so, we believe that will also help us to uplift the face of many of our nas satol, because nimma keno nyama, we will continue to face challenges. So the next opportunity in third and the fifth one is or the fourth one is tecito. We also do tecitos. This time around, we ask for favors and nothing in return. So we ngamin koros wala nyindiko. For example, nila silol doku. Niko ela fata kala concrete road. Nila fasilo ani nyo seringan silol nila fata kala concrete road. Because NRA mako inung quotes lalanung as to the costing. So you come in for 1 kilo, nila for 1 kilometer concrete class. Sila kom nanyin silol minu dundana na kordal kon. It got $18 million is for 1 kilometer. $18 million is. So these are 18 million. 2 kilometers is about $36 million. So that's a lot of money. Nila for a lot of roads, it's a killer. So Nico Tar Road, Walla Manasi Road, that one they will say about $10 million. You see, then 2 kilometers is about $20 million. So it's a very expensive, very costly one. But what we've discovered is, Nimko Teshito, Ningake Teshito work, we can be able to do a lot of these roads without incurring or cost banning. So one way you do it is, let's say, Ninko Besilo Dedala, for example, the Nyambai Jaliba Road on Nyambai, that road, Ninko, let's say we lafau that. So what we do as councils, we can pay the technocrats, like the technicians. We can pay them. We can take them as consultants. So they will come. It will be a siloning, have a amount of gravel men need la, cemento, and then rotoling, and then all of that. They can give us all of that figure. So council with the little funding we have, and so all sanole, then cemento, member to laje, in some minkeno wala mo korda be wasilo nyang be tax na fu korda cement bodo, let's say talul fena or cement bodo tank, depending on penkonye. So neo okay, then what happens is we depend on the manpower of everyone else. Ninga mix soto, kenyo nara, cemento nara, then now mafoni mol funding kol bay have to now volunteer. So the technicians will tell you, but through our own teshito manpower, we will be able to do a lot of roads. And silo mulla problem balde, especially rainy season. So this teshito.
Yombadi ngolumbele amoy yankuba isataro minke, kumo mu yalon kay wolefo, chairman yankuba dabo mbetentula, mbejaila. Our special regards to you. To be honest with everyone, I'm so impressed with Yankuba Darboe. I have found it and he's a leader. I attended Fananko Alafanyim Bankola. And Fanang I attended Yimbankola Nyato Ta Beloring I mean told. Muniat, the reason why I've been fundamental Mungetangal Theatre I today Kanaja. Amanna jam padiyam domola yankuba ya itandi konte manna jam padiyam domola nata jam do kol a hakilo bala pour ka do ko anda la fofana bala pour ka do ko anda preta pour ka do ka no molbe yalon ko yankuba nyim preta do kol mo kilinte nyim banko kam muy yalon ko e man sobi ko yankuba a preta do ko nyinnatina adama baro wato watin aba noma ay kirimba so kumanda anoma aba so preskan abe kolbi la kam mumbati na yankuba te fulfilmeno keno la hakilo mumbala anil la fomu yalon ko alafta ka west coast ci banko dimo be hakilo to yankuba Darboe la koto surtout west coast nkol yankuba de west coast nkol e quartier fay parce que wulta woro la nim fengo manke mo fulati barimbe kalam tandiro kela ko muyati nali carte fay yankuba Darboe yankuba be loru wole kan so mandati libula pour ka fulfil andu yankuba molti mu yalon ko ate sonna mo kliya bula ku kono sama atola no be tara damento andu fanala malo be tara damento kilimba so mbebe kiri kamum be fo la koto momum hakilo be bala andi ke ka jibe roke mo be yalon ko yankuba la nyin leadership ko na manke maturity data mantata ta makam fen bawo ko be la kan hanim bi abe takan abe weli nyini kamum batinala abe west coast nkola abe satisfy la woto moli hakilo to yankuba la koto mbeti yankuba tentula ka jayi anala timo mol be do ko kendo mu yalon ka be wole ke kan coming ka tenturon because aya itandile banku diya lo tay damento aya itandile alafta banko la nyamen aya itandi fanan ko west coast jarta nyamen andum fanan aya itandi ko moli la carte fay andu mela carte fay 15 bi kay west coast ko nyante bulo chodi la minne nyanta mum mutala nyanta lo nako jemale man la fi tella nyato tala o mo adam baro la masakundati because ne adam baro ko bi aka yankuba balane pour ay development o samba nan west coast yankuba naman development o samba west coast abe west coast ko la be wolle torala because yankuba aka mon samba je pour west coast dingolle so ni adama yankuba balala andu yankuba ka samba west coast kolle woto adama ma yankuba balala ay west coast ko ay wole balala andu mo be nyaajele alla kanti ko ye boy e koy be lado dedalali adama hani saying ay governor use a kodo ko nyinte proceed no la andu nyimmu kuleti mu yanon ko moli nyante e hakilo tuje bake Adam Barrow does not stall for the will of the Gambian population abe lori mun ka mun bate satisfy la ando ate fango ko damma kola anyamanta lori ko kilinka woto Gambia dingol nyanta mezo stallale 2026 nga adama bonni jang kayro kono banko bula bulol kono mun yalan ko banko dingol la nyanto banko la nyato tani banko dingolu wala muy la priority so that ndele fanan solata mun nan si wosoto no kayro kono andum banko stara kayro kono adim banko dingolu bank development os na banko kan mom mun la nyato ti sastono kalten to kal jayi altel mun yalon kal kala mo nal badi ma pamane ala baraka baati ala la ko ni